you really need to know if the thing works or not.
Hey, it's Walter here, and you're at the Think Profit podcast, where we're going to help you develop a rock-solid trading confidence and avoid the potentially endless cycle of system switching. Right, Hugh?
That's right. We're going to help you develop a wealth mindset, develop a trading strategy that fits your core personality, and help you overcome the obstacles that stop over 90% of traders.
All right, Hugh, sounds good. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this.
What if somebody thinks that backtesting is overwhelming? What would you say to that? And how would they overcome that?
Well, I mean, for a lot of skills in life, it's can be overwhelming. So you just break it down. Like if you were, or let's say you tore your Achilles, okay, you tear your Achilles tendon. Well, it's probably going to be a long road back, probably 9-12 months of work. But what you got to do is you got to break it down to the component parts. Like, okay, this week I need to, get to this point. This week I need to have this much range of motion. This week I have to be able to take this many steps or get out of my walking boot or whatever it is. You have to have these, and it's the same thing with backtesting. Like, there's no reason why you have to sit down and pump out 550 trades tonight. Like, you know what I mean? What if you go, okay, today I'm just going to learn the software. So I'm just going to buy the software, find some tutorials on YouTube or whatever, or go to the website where I bought it from and ask, where do I go? Like, where are the tutorials? Figure out how it works. And then the next day I'm going to take one trade, right? And then the next day I'm going to export my, 3 trades to a spreadsheet. All right. And learn how to do that. And so just build up little goals like that. That's the way to, make anything that's complex easier to digest and easier to achieve. And also you feel like you're making headway. It's so daunting when you just sit down and go, okay, we need to build a rocket to go to Mars. Well, that's not how they do it, right? They have teams, they break down the different problems into different teams, and they have different goals, but we have to be here at this point before we can, that sort of thing. So yeah, so that's what I would say is just, it sounds like it's a question of, it could be, now what you may be talking about is, it could be that you don't, like, you're finding an excuse not to do it. Right. And as humans, we're really good at that. Like, we're really good at coming up with reasons why we shouldn't eat our vegetables. Right. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, like, my kids are great at that. So yeah. So that's probably, it's probably one or the other. Either it just feels overwhelming, or you're trying to figure out a way to get, to get it like I'll hear a lot. This is what I hear a lot. I hear a lot of, it's not like the real thing, So that's like, oh yeah, I've tried backtesting, but it's not like the real thing. I feel like you just need to be in the markets. You're just going to take a real trade. That's how you're going to learn. And I'm like, okay, that's a little bit more expensive way to learn. And it sounds like you're addicted to the rush of unknown, like of not knowing what's going to happen to your money, right? If you do backtesting, you at least have a pretty good sense of what would have happened in the past had you done these things. And so you're banking on this kind of continuing in the future, which is always, there's always a risk in that, right? But that's basically what you're doing. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I guess there is something to be said for trading live money psychologically, but I think you really need to know if the thing works or not. And if you don't backtest, then like you said, yeah, how do you know? And another thing I would add to your point is that maybe approach it from a psychology of like curiosity. You're curious, maybe how the market works. You're curious how this strategy is going to work. And I think that's a lot maybe better mindset, or a more productive mindset, than just saying that, oh, I have to go in here and dig this hole 6 feet deep or whatever it is, right? Whereas that's kind of a chore. Whereas if you're curious about it, it's more of a hobby. It's more of a curiosity that you want to find the answer to. And I think approaching it that way might be a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, to be, it's especially useful for people who are creative and they like to try new things and they get bored real easily. Like, you can use that as an outlet. You can use the backtesting as an outlet for that, as a way to do that. What was the other thing that I had an idea that you were, when you had said the live trading thing, something occurred to me. It was about people will say, it's not, it's not like the real deal when you're backtesting, and all, that's true. But if you're addicted to uncertainty, then backtesting isn't going to help you, because that's just going to give you more certainty, right? It's like, it's going to give you more knowledge. So it's like you're pushing away from that. Like, if you're saying that it feels better, or it feels real when I risk real money, part of that, I believe, in not always, but in a lot of instances, is the rush of the gambling aspect of it, right? Like not knowing. And there's always going to be that in trading. You never know what's going to happen on your next trade. You just don't know. There's a chance, a luck element in there. But you also, like, most of what you're doing as a trader is trying to put barriers around it. So you're putting barriers around the risk. So yes, I don't know if I'm going to lose this trade. However, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I only lose this much on the trade, right? And I don't know if the system will make money over the long haul. But based on the data I have, it looks like if I had traded this over the last 15 years, it would have made money, that sort of thing. So yeah, there's a lot that you can do to kind of keep yourself inside of the box so you're more comfortable and things are more likely to go in your favor. But a lot of people, I guess I shouldn't say a lot of people, but it just seems like to me it's one of those things where trading is just an opportunity that's the next thing. So they've done like multi-level marketing pyramid stuff, and they've done real estate, and they've done, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it feels like it's one of those things that people just try, like, oh yeah, trading, I'll try that. Or I've tried flipping homes, or I've tried, whatever, like things like that. And I just feel like sometimes people it's just like a stop along the way. And then for other people, it's like they're really, really, like, they love the markets. And so that's what they're sold on. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. All right. Thanks, Walter.
Thank you.
All information in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and is not trading or investment advice.